Well, howdy, folks. How's it going today? I hope you're all doing really good. It's good to be back. It's been about a week or so since I've shot any videos. Uh, I've been busy doing home projects and hitting my fingers with hammers. I think I broke that one again, right on that first joint. It had its own heartbeat for a couple days, but it's starting to get a little better. This one took some damage a week ago working on my truck, so don't make fun of my playing. The last guitar I worked on, I think, was this Stratocaster right here. This is a made in Mexico Strat that belongs to a friend of mine. He got this on Facebook Marketplace for 200 big bucks. It had a dent right here with some paint missing. I filled it in and tried to color match it as best I could. Not 100% sold on the color match, but it does look a lot better than it did, and it will never chip out again. Other than that, there's no scratches, no dings, nothing. It did have some high frets and some sharp fret ends. I took care of that, did a fret job on it, and cleaned everything up, sprayed out the controls, and did a setup on it. Really nice guitar, really nice weights, like a medium light, balanced really well, and it has a beautiful neck profile on it too. So I just want to make sure the electronics work on it, and after that I think he's going to be in good shape. It plays well and feels really nice in the hand, so here we go. Ouch. Okay, let's try that was the bridge neck pickup. Let's see what position 4 sounds like. Will be the neck in the middle. Sounds nice. I'm gripping the strings a little tight today too, trying to make up for that finger. I can't get it pushed down good, so I'm like compensating with the other ones and pushing stuff out of tune. So here we go on the middle. That's a nice middle pickup. I do judge Stratocasters by the middle pickup. It's make or break for me, and I think it really has something to do with making a good Stratocaster sound like a good Stratocaster. Everything's balanced right. It's got the right amount of cluck when you engage it with the other pickups. That's just my opinion, but that's a nice middle pickup for sure. It's bright. All right, let's go to the middle in the humbucker. So it's got the clock thing happening. Let's go to the humbucker. It's got a good humbucker in it. This is a Fender stamped humbucker I wanted to add. And the 2 single coils are just bar magnets. There's 2 on each one on each side of the pole pieces, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Now, there is quite a volume difference, at least in the room here, from the humbucker to the single, so That's the humbucker. So when I engage that middle pickup with the humbucker, it does drop a little bit. You get some clucky kind of phasing things happening. Now let's go to the middle. Now the middle sounds louder to me than position 2. A little bit, it's a little more open. Let's go to position 4. Now it's starting to get a little cloudy. Here's the neck. So my honest opinion is this. I like the sound of the middle pickup on its own and the neck pickup on its own. When they're together, I don't know, it's just not doing what I expected. Now, I'm playing through my regular setup here, and I got a couple Strats kicking around here somewhere that this is, what I usually play through. So, all my Strats sound different. Every one of them, a little bit. I got a couple that are pretty close, but they all have their own little thing. And if you play them through the same rig that you're used to all the time, you'll start to hear these little differences in them. And that's a good way to kind of discern what a guitar is, really all about, what its voice is. It's tough to plug one in at the store through an amp and say, yeah, that's it. You may not even own that amp. So, there's always that. It's good to strum them acoustically. Make sure they got a good ring. Make sure it has good sustain. Make sure you can feel it in your belly when you strum it. I grab the upper bow. I'll check the lower one sometimes. Just see if it's vibrating. Put your hands on it, That's a good way to tell, too. After you do it enough, and, you take these guitars that catch your ear acoustically, and you plug them in, and you hear how, that's it, or at least that's it for you, then you start to kind of understand what it sounds like acoustically, so when you pick up another one, you can kind of tell if they're a ringer or if they're not, how much sustain. You can kind of keep track of that mentally just by picking up a lot of guitars over the years, and especially playing them through the same amp. So this is a great guitar. It was a great deal, but it's also just a great guitar. I took a shine to it immediately when I picked it up and just felt the body weight and the neck. I was like, oh man, if this thing rings, this is a good one. And that's all it takes, one strum, you can kind of tell. So he got extremely lucky. He fell upstairs that day. He got a great deal and a great guitar. You'd have to dig through a pile of these things to find one like this, is what I'm getting at. Well, anyway, this one's done. I've got a few more repairs coming up, some setups to do, and this one is going to be on the bench real shortly. This is in John Scofield's Signature Edition Ibanez. I was playing this yesterday a little bit. A couple of friends stopped by that happened to be a drummer and a bass player, so we kind of jammed a couple songs, and as limited as we were, the bass player hurt his knuckle too, so, but this thing blew me away. I was like, wow. And those guys said it too. They was like, wow, how come you don't play that thing? And it just needs a different setup. It's got 10 gauge strings on it, and I'm going to put 9s on it and do another setup on it. It really does sound amazing, and just plays well. It's intonated well, and I will say one thing. Ibanez makes some amazing F-hole guitars, 335 style guitars. I've got a few of them kicking around here, and they're all well made. They all seem to play nice. They have good neck profiles. that kind of thing. The fret ends aren't sharp. You don't run into any of that stuff with those type guitars. And even the older ones like the Art Stars, the early ones are starting to fetch some pretty big numbers now. And I can see why. I have one over there on the wall that has just an amazing playing neck on it, and it just sounds good. And like I said, you can't beat the quality either. But at the end of the day, they cost more than $200, so that's what it is. Great buy, great guitar. I know he'll be extremely happy with this. So that was a fun project, and just a really nice score for sure. Well, thanks again for watching. I really appreciate all the nice comments and views. Welcome to all the new subscribers as well. We got some more videos coming soon. I got to let things kind of heal up a little bit before I do too much, but I'm on the mend, folks. So thanks again. We'll see you real soon. Be good. Okie doke.